Hello my strange and charmed ones, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I think it's about time that I share with you all my number one secret for building my own charmed life. So you guys may have heard me talk about this concept before, this idea of a charmed life, and you may be a little bit unsure or unclear about what I'm talking about. So first thing I want to do is kind of explain to you guys what this charmed life idea is all about to me and why I think it's so important and why I am sharing this concept with each and every one of you. So for me, a charmed life is when things in your life seem to kind of flow effortlessly. You're taking responsibility for your life. You're getting all of your needs taken care of and even some of your wants. And it really seems to be almost like fate, right? I feel like a lot of times we see people out there in the world, maybe we don't see this in ourselves, but we see it in others. And we ask ourselves, wow, this person has it so easy. How does everything come so easy to them? Why do things always seem to go in their favor, right? We kind of sometimes see people and maybe we feel a little bit jealous or, we're envious that someone else's life seems to be so put together without really any major issues, and it doesn't seem like they have to work exorbitantly hard for all the pieces to fall into place. If this is something that you are familiar with, maybe you know someone like this, or maybe it's you, maybe you know that your life kind of seems like that. I know that for me, I am definitely a person who people have told me that my life seems effortless. I seem to always get what I want. Things always fall into place for me. And I feel like I'm very lucky to say that I feel like I am living my charmed life, right? I've got this sort of life where things flow. Everything's easy for me. But of course, this is kind of almost an illusion, right? Easy is an illusion. Of course, there's no one out there, or very few people out there, whose lives are just effortless without them having, to have a care in the world, right? This idea of having a perfect life is something that is really superficial. It's on the outside. People looking in may see that your life seems like a charmed life, but obviously, as someone personally for me, as someone who lives one of these charmed lives, I know that there's a lot of effort and planning and strategy that goes into making sure my life appears to run smoothly. So when it comes to this idea of having a charmed life, it's important to me because I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are dissatisfied with their lives. Maybe they look around, they see other people that they're looking up to, but they're not sure how to make those lives a reality for themselves. And I don't mean that I think people should have a cookie cutter life. Obviously, you don't have to be someone who wants the same life as me to desire this sort of feeling that you have control over your life and it's not a constant uphill battle. What your charmed life may look like may be incredibly different than what mine looks like. But the idea is that we're living our purpose and we are taking responsibility for our lives to such an extent that we're able to manage things in our life pretty seamlessly. So this is important to me because I see a need, not just in my community, but I feel like in the greater world around me, that there's a lot of people who feel disorganized and feel like they don't have their lives under control and they want something bigger and better for themselves, but they're not sure how to manage it. So you guys have heard me talk about charmed life before. I will definitely be continuing on with this topic because it's something near and dear to my heart and to my business and my brand. I feel like my purpose in life is to help other people make the best of their life. So whether that is giving you guys advice for business or personal development or productivity, I am committed to making sure that I'm sharing all the knowledge I have for how I've been able to make my life as positive and blessed as it is right now. So what is this number one secret that I've got for you guys? It's going to be incredibly simple, so be prepared. And I want you guys to pay attention to this because I feel like this is one of those things that's common knowledge, but not common practice, okay? So my number one secret for how I've gotten my life to this point and how I know you can get your life to whatever point you want it to be at is that you need to ask for what you want. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. You need to ask for what you want. This is like a universal truth in life, right? You get 0% of the things in life that you don't ask for. And I know that this idea of asking for what you want and asking even deeper than that, asking for what you need in life, because for many of us, many of us don't even have our basic needs really fully met. I think that this is really an issue that stems from a few really big issues. Number one is just poor communication. When people are not able to communicate with each other, they're not able to ask for what they want. And then I also think there's an element of confidence that goes into this. A lot of people feel like they can't ask or they shouldn't ask, like they don't have the right to ask for what they want. So that obviously embodies a little bit of fear, lack of confidence, sometimes even just a lack of awareness of what your basic needs or wants really are. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that you need to be someone, if you want to have a charmed life, you need to be someone who is willing to step up, take responsibility for your life, and ask for what you need. And so I want to kind of challenge you guys. I know I've been doing these videos every once in a while where I kind of challenge you guys to get out of your comfort zone. But if this is something you feel like you need help with, you feel like you don't ask for either help enough. A lot of people are afraid to ask for help. They don't ask for help. They feel too proud to ask for help. They feel like they're bringing themselves down if they ask other people for support, which I think is just a ludicrous idea, because we're on this planet for a reason, right? And we're filled with all these other people, all these other souls around us, and not everybody has all the answers, but around you in your local community or in your family are people who may very well be able to help you build up your life to where you need it to be. I know that a lot of us, especially me, I pride myself a lot of the times on being someone who is self-made, right? Like my parents aren't incredibly wealthy. I didn't come from any particularly advantaged point in life, but I was someone that learned early on that if I couldn't make something happen for myself, I had to ask others for it. And that sometimes meant asking other people for help or actual things I needed. And so I want you to look at your life right now, if this is something that resonates with you, and I want you to identify somewhere in your life today or in the next week where you are going to ask someone for something that you need. Okay, so let's not talk about wants right now. Let's talk about things that you need. So let's say you are a working mom and you're stressed and you're going to come home tonight and there is going to be a mess from your kids, right, waiting for you. Maybe something you might need to do is work up the courage to maybe ask your spouse to step in and help you complete maybe the housework. Maybe you're not someone who's married or has children. Maybe you're someone who is single, right? And you're living on your own and you are just feeling really overwhelmed or you're feeling stressed out. And the last thing you want to do tonight when you get home is cook yourself dinner. So maybe what you're going to do is reach out to friends and family and maybe ask if you can come over for dinner because you've been stressed out and dinner is the last thing you want to think about for yourself. You'd rather someone else help you with that. And if you have friends or family locally that you could go over to their house and kind of have a meal with them, and that would make you feel a little bit less stressed out. It's little things like that in life where we reach out to someone else and ask for help because it's something we need. So many of us forget that we have that option to ask others for help. And so I want to challenge you to look at your life, no matter what your situation is, and identify somewhere in your life today or in this next week where if you need help with something, you are going to ask. Because like I said, if you don't ask for it, you're not going to get it. And although you can ask people for things, it's not guaranteed you're going to get a yes answer, right? But it's also not guaranteed that you're going to get a no. So you need to build up that courage and ask for something that you need from someone else. And then, of course, be gracious with whatever that answer is going to be. But the point of the matter is I want you to get into the habit of putting yourself out there, being vulnerable with other people, and asking for what you need. Okay, so that is my one tip, my one secret for living a charmed life, living a happier, more fulfilling life, having your needs met in life, you really need to ask for it. So I hope that this tip and this video resonated with you. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know maybe the example that you chose for this week to try out, what you asked for and how it actually worked out for you. So come back to this video after, you've done your challenge and let us know in the comments how it went, right? Because you might be surprised that, people are more willing to give you a yes than they are to give you a no most of the time, especially if you know the right people to ask for the right favors, right? So feel free to share your experiences down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the topic of this video, if you want me to talk more about these sort of life strategies for, building up your own charmed life, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me. And until next time, you guys, bye-bye.